4 milks you must drink and 4 you should never touch if you're over 60. Did you know that one glass of the wrong milk can increase your risk of chronic inflammation, high cholesterol, and even certain cancers by up to 40% if you're over 60? In a 2022 review published in Nutrients, researchers reviewed over 20 studies and found that certain types of milk, especially those with high saturated fat and hormone residues, are strongly linked to faster aging, joint pain, cognitive decline, and digestive issues in seniors. And the scary part: these are the same milks that many people over 60 drink every single day, thinking they're making a healthy choice. But the truth is, your body isn't the same at 60 as it was at 30, and what used to be good for you might now be quietly harming you. That's why in this video, we're revealing to you the 4 best milks you should absolutely drink for strong bones, better digestion, and a healthier heart, and the 4 milks you must never touch after 60, especially the number 1 milk that might be sitting in your fridge right now and could be silently wrecking your health. Stay with me until the end, because milk number 1 on the never list is by far the most dangerous and yet the most common in senior diets. Before we begin, let us know in the comments below where you're watching from, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Now, without any further ado, let's get started counting down the best 4 milks you must drink if you're over 60. Number 4. Oat milk. It may not sound exciting at first, but oat milk is a nutritional powerhouse that can be especially beneficial for older adults. The reason oat milk shines is its high content of beta-glucans. These are special types of soluble fiber that help lower LDL cholesterol levels, which is crucial since heart disease remains the leading cause of death in people over 60. Beta-glucans form a gel-like substance in the gut that traps cholesterol-rich bile acids and removes them from the body, naturally improving your lipid profile without medication. But the benefits don't stop at heart health. Oat milk is typically fortified with calcium and vitamin D, both essential for preventing osteoporosis, a condition that affects nearly 1 in 4 women and 1 in 8 men over 60. And because it's naturally lactose-free, oat milk is gentle on digestion, making it a great alternative if regular milk causes bloating, cramps, or diarrhea, which becomes more common as lactase production drops with age. One more major benefit: it has a naturally sweet and creamy taste without the need for added sugars, which helps reduce sugar spikes that can worsen insulin resistance, a condition that sneaks up on many seniors. Just make sure you're choosing unsweetened oat milk with no added vegetable oils, because some brands sneak in inflammatory ingredients that undo the good stuff. Oat milk is one of those rare plant-based options that gives you fiber, heart support, and bone nutrients all in one pour. Number 3. Goat milk. Now this one surprises people. Goat milk is actually one of the most digestible animal-based milks out there, and it's particularly helpful if your stomach has been acting up lately. See, as we age, our digestive system becomes more sensitive, especially to the A1 casein protein in cow's milk. Goat milk contains A2 casein instead, which is much easier on the gut and less likely to trigger inflammation, gas, or abdominal pain. In fact, many people who think they're lactose intolerant might just be reacting to the type of protein in cow milk, not the lactose itself. But digestion isn't the only reason goat milk earns its spot here. It's naturally rich in calcium and phosphorus, which are vital for maintaining bone density, especially in the spine and hips, where fractures can be life-altering for seniors. Plus, it has medium-chain fatty acids. These are fats that your body burns more easily for energy rather than storing as fat. That's good news for your metabolism, which naturally slows down in your 60s and beyond. Goat milk also contains selenium and zinc, which are 2 minerals that support immune function and can help reduce the frequency of infections, which become more common as your immune system weakens with age. One important tip: if you're trying goat milk for the first time, go for pasteurized versions and start with small amounts to see how your body reacts. It has a slightly tangier taste than cow milk, but many people grow to love it, especially when they realize how much better they feel afterward. Goat milk is a gentle but powerful upgrade that gives your body real nourishment in a form it can actually use without the side effects. Number 2. Almond milk. Almond milk isn't just a trendy choice. It's one of the smartest options for seniors looking to protect their heart, joints, and waistline. It's incredibly low in calories and has zero saturated fat, making it perfect if you're trying to manage weight or reduce cardiovascular risk. But the real value lies in its rich content of vitamin E, which is a powerful antioxidant that helps combat oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is essentially damage caused by free radicals, which are tiny, unstable molecules that increase with age and can speed up everything from wrinkles to cancer development. A single cup of almond milk can deliver nearly 50% of your daily vitamin E needs, helping to protect cells from aging and inflammation. Another benefit is that almond milk is often fortified with calcium and vitamin D, both of which are vital in preventing fractures and maintaining posture as bone mass naturally declines in your 60s. For seniors struggling with joint pain or arthritis, the anti-inflammatory benefits of almonds also help reduce discomfort and stiffness, especially when combined with a balanced anti-inflammatory diet. Plus, almond milk is completely lactose-free and very easy to digest, making it ideal if you've been feeling bloated or gassy after traditional milk. One word of caution: go for unsweetened almond milk, because the sweetened versions can sneak in up to 10 grams of sugar per cup, which can silently increase your risk of type 2 diabetes and belly fat. Also, skip the flavored kinds like vanilla or chocolate. They often come with added gums and artificial flavorings that can upset your stomach. Simple, unsweetened almond milk gives you the clean benefits your body needs without the extra junk, and it blends beautifully into smoothies, oatmeal, or even coffee, making it an easy swap you'll hardly notice, but your body definitely will. Number 1. A2 milk. Now here's the winner, the number 1 milk you absolutely must drink after 60. A2 milk. It looks like ordinary cow's milk, but don't be fooled, it behaves completely differently in your body. Most regular cow's milk on the market contains A1 beta-casein protein, and research shows that this protein can cause inflammation in the gut, trigger bloating, and worsen symptoms like fatigue, skin flare-ups, and joint aches in people over 60. A2 milk, on the other hand, only contains A2 beta-casein, which is much closer to the protein found in human milk, goat milk, and sheep milk. This means it's far easier to digest and significantly less likely to cause discomfort. A 2016 study in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that people who switched to A2 milk experienced less abdominal pain, fewer bowel issues, and lower inflammatory markers within just 2 weeks. But the benefits don't stop at digestion. A2 milk is packed with calcium, potassium, and high-quality protein, all essential for maintaining muscle mass and bone health as you age. After 60, muscle wasting accelerates, a condition called sarcopenia, which can make everyday tasks harder and increase your risk of falls. The protein in A2 milk supports muscle retention without irritating your gut like regular milk might. Another huge benefit: A2 milk is less likely to spike insulin compared to some plant-based milks that are fortified with sugars or starches. This makes it a good choice for blood sugar management, especially for seniors with prediabetes or metabolic syndrome. It's also great for the brain, as it's rich in vitamin B12 and riboflavin, both of which support memory and cognitive function. The taste is exactly like traditional milk, so the switch is seamless. If you haven't tried A2 milk yet, this might be the single most impactful dietary upgrade you can make today. Now that we've covered the good, let's talk about the bad, and trust me, some of these might surprise you. Here are the 4 milks you should never touch after 60. These are the kinds that may look innocent, but are secretly doing damage to your bones, heart, and even your brain over time. Let's start from number 4. Number 4, condensed milk. Condensed milk might seem harmless. After all, it's mostly used in desserts, right? But that's exactly the problem. Condensed milk is essentially cow's milk that's been heated and sweetened until it becomes a thick, syrupy liquid loaded with sugar. Just 2 tablespoons can contain up to 22 grams of sugar. That's over half your recommended daily intake in just a couple of spoonfuls. For seniors, this is a disaster waiting to happen. Excess sugar contributes to insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, liver fat accumulation, and chronic inflammation. But even worse, the heating process used to make condensed milk also forms something called advanced glycation end products. These are harmful compounds that accelerate aging by damaging collagen in your skin and joints and increasing oxidative stress inside your arteries. This means your skin loses elasticity faster, your joints ache more, and your risk of clogged arteries quietly increases, all from that harmless spoon of milk in your coffee or dessert. On top of that, condensed milk is often made from low-quality milk loaded with hormones and antibiotics, which can disrupt your gut microbiome and hormone balance. And because it's shelf-stable, many brands include preservatives and stabilizers that can worsen gut health over time. If you've been using condensed milk as a creamer or in desserts, this is your wake-up call. It's not just sweet, it's toxic for aging bodies. Number 3. Flavored plant milks, like chocolate almond or vanilla soy. This one stings because many people switch to plant milks thinking they're making a healthier choice, but the moment you add flavor, the game changes. Chocolate almond milk or vanilla soy milk might taste amazing, but they're often laced with added sugars, synthetic flavors, and artificial thickeners. Just one cup can contain 12 to 18 grams of added sugar, which is like eating 4 or 5 teaspoons straight. That kind of sugar spike can be disastrous for blood sugar levels, especially if you're dealing with insulin resistance, prediabetes, or trying to maintain a healthy weight. But that's not the only issue. These flavored plant milks often use carrageenan, a common thickening agent that has been linked in some studies to gut inflammation and even ulcers in sensitive individuals. Many also contain seed oils or emulsifiers that disrupt the gut barrier and contribute to chronic low-grade inflammation, which is a known trigger for diseases ranging from arthritis to Alzheimer's. You might think, but it's just a splash in my coffee. Yet those splashes add up, especially if you're using them daily in smoothies, cereals, or baking. What's worse is the false sense of security. Because it's almond or soy-based, many assume it's safe. But once it's sweetened and flavored, it crosses the line from healthy to harmful. If you're going for plant milk, stick to unsweetened, unflavored versions with as few ingredients as possible. Because after 60, your body deserves real nourishment, not cleverly disguised sugar bombs. Number 2. Skim milk, fat-free milk. At first glance, skim milk seems like a healthy choice. It's low in calories, has zero fat, and still provides calcium and protein. But here's the problem. When you take the fat out of milk, you're not just removing calories, you're stripping away one of the most important components your body needs to absorb essential nutrients. Vitamins like A, D, E, and K are fat-soluble, meaning they can only be absorbed when fat is present. Without fat, your body simply passes these nutrients through your digestive system without using them effectively. So even if the label says vitamin D added, your body might not be benefiting from it at all if there's no fat to help absorb it. That's not all. Skim milk has a much higher glycemic index compared to full-fat milk, which means it can cause blood sugar to spike more quickly. For seniors with blood sugar sensitivity, prediabetes, or type 2 diabetes, this is a major red flag. It can trigger sugar crashes, energy dips, and even increased hunger later on. And here's the kicker. Because skim milk lacks fat, it's less satisfying, so people often end up consuming more calories overall by snacking or eating extra between meals. One study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition even found that adults who drank low-fat or fat-free milk were more likely to gain weight over time compared to those who drank whole milk. Add to that the fact that skim milk is often processed to improve taste and texture using powdered milk solids, an ingredient that can contain oxidized cholesterol, a harmful form of cholesterol that contributes to artery plaque, and you've got a product that looks healthy but can silently increase your risk of heart disease. If you're drinking skim milk because you think it's better for your heart or weight, it's time to reconsider. For most seniors, the lack of fat does more harm than good. Number 1. Ultra-processed cow milk, UHT, and shelf-stable varieties. Now we've reached the most dangerous milk you should never touch after 60. Ultra-processed cow's milk, especially the kind that's shelf-stable and sold unrefrigerated in cartons. These are the milks that go through ultra-high temperature, or UHT, processing to make them last for months without spoiling. Sounds convenient, right? But what it does to your body is anything but. It also destroys nearly all of the beneficial compounds found in fresh milk, including key enzymes like lactase, which helps you digest lactose, and phosphatase, which plays a role in calcium absorption. This makes UHT milk harder to digest and less beneficial overall. But the real concern lies in the protein and fat molecules, which are chemically altered during extreme heating. These altered molecules can trigger inflammatory responses in the body, especially in people over 60 whose immune systems are already more sensitive. A 2020 study in Frontiers in Nutrition linked high consumption of ultra-processed dairy products to increased inflammation markers, higher triglyceride levels, and greater waist circumference in older adults. UHT milk is also more likely to contain traces of oxidized cholesterol and residual antibiotics from lower quality dairy sources, both of which can contribute to long-term damage to blood vessels, brain health, and gut microbiota. And let's not ignore the packaging. Many shelf-stable milks are stored in Tetra Paks lined with layers of plastic and aluminum, which have been shown to leach trace amounts of BPA or similar chemicals into food and drink over time, especially in high-key environments. These chemicals are endocrine disruptors, meaning they can interfere with your hormonal balance and potentially increase your risk of weight gain, fatigue, mood swings, and even cancer. So while the milk may sit beautifully on the shelf for 6 months, it's quietly doing damage from the inside out. If you're over 60, this kind of milk is a ticking time bomb, especially when there are so many better, fresher alternatives available. So, check your pantry. If this milk is sitting in there right now, it's time to throw it out. At the end, the type of milk you choose after 60 can have a massive impact on your health, whether it's your heart, your bones, your digestion, or even your memory. Not all milks are created equal. So if you're going to make one small change today for your long-term health, let it be this. Look at your milk. Read the label. Ask where it comes from. And choose the one that truly supports your body, not the one the marketing tricks you into thinking is healthy. Because sometimes the smallest switch, like what you pour into your cereal or coffee, can create the biggest difference in how you feel every single day. Now, we want to hear from you. What kind of milk do you use daily? Have you ever switched to a different one and felt the difference? Are you surprised by a specific one that made the bad list? Share with us your experiences and opinions in the comments below. We love to hear them. Thanks for watching.